You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
Talking Jeezy's DVZ. For you non-90s LA niggas, that's Jeezy's divorce. If you're an LA nigga of the 90s, you know exactly what I mean when I say Jeezy's DVZ. We gonna talk about we gonna talk about whatever. Hold on, what do you want? Older black man, I'm like, he gotta tell him he gotta wait. I don't know who that is. Yeah, got some old nigga at my door. Let me check my ring camera to see what the fuck this is. My wife just came in and said, "Let me check my ring camera to see who the hell this is." Can't be coming to my goddamn door like that. Who is this nigga? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, nah, I can. Yeah, nah, I can't talk. Can't talk. What up, y'all? I'm not about to put y'all on hold to talk to this nigga. Sometimes I be having tenants that think they just show up at my door. No, the fuck you can't. My office hours are 9 to 5, and that's if I feel like it. I might feel like being off. Right now, I don't feel like talking to none of these niggas. So yeah, homie gonna have to wait. So let's get some church music on. Yeah, we gonna get some church music playing. Here we go. Nigga come. Who the fuck think they just gonna knock on somebody's goddamn door and not get my man? If y'all get the fuck out of here. Anyway, we got Chicago in here. What's up, Patty Cakes? This nigga Hood and Lou said that fried rice dried up quick. Josh Hawkins. Oh. Well, I don't even have his keys. Oh yeah. Okay. He has to call a locksmith. I don't even have his keys. I don't have his keys. Okay. Yeah. I know one. Hey, Isha. If he wants, I could text him Wiley's number. I tell him I could text him a locksmith's number if he wants. Okay. But he has to. I don't have. Yeah. You don't have it? No, I don't have his keys. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh shit. Yep. Unfortunate for you. Unfortunate for you. Hold on, let me send this text message. Let's play some church music real quick while I send this text message off. Y'all know I gotta be doing 5, 6, 7 things at once. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, can't help you there, partner. There we go. So we are talking about Jeezy's divorce. Was it in the cards? First off, let's talk about this from the earthly, non-cardology point of view. If you got two eyes and a third, you saw this shit wasn't gonna work. I mean, these niggas never looked good together. I'm sorry. I don't even, and it's just, we all knew it was gonna be some shit. Remember a couple years ago when the whole Stop Asian Hate thing happened, and Jeezy, a person who's made a career off degenerate lyrics that have done nothing but harm black society, while his kids go off to college. Remember when they were trying to pass those laws in 2001, Jeezy was the main goofy nigga up here talking about some Stop Asian Hate. We don't forget things like that, Jeezy. And Jennie Mai was up on her show, The View, before she got married to Jeezy, saying white meat keeps you lean while dark meat is for the side. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? If y'all don't remember, let's see if I can find it real quick. It says, yeah, this is from 8 years ago. So they got married 2 years ago, got together 5 years ago. And let me see here. Let me speed it up. Let me speed it up so I don't get one of them street ikes. This is fair use, motherfuckers. Fair use, fair use. This was Jennie Mai. This was, you see here, on The View, a few different noses ago for Tamar Braxton, I see. Let's see here. I'm going to cover the screen up so I don't get no fucking strike. But y'all see what I'm looking at. This was her. This was her.
I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. That's why I married a white man. That's what I like. Hold up.
Let me hear this. She said, for me, dark meat on the side, white meat keeps me lean and mean. I want to marry a white man. One more time.
Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. That's why I married a white man. That's what I like.
One more time.
Mean and lean. That's why I married meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. That's why I married a white man. That's what I.
So yeah. That was here. That was here on the real. That was on the real. That was what she was saying before she got with a old boy. And like most of these goofy niggas, when they see something that ain't black, something that's exotic, and yes, I said goofy, because I'm only saying goofy because of the whole how he got coerced into the whole Stop Asian Hate thing after what he represented in his rap career. That's where I'm not calling. Make it clear, if anybody Jeezy's fans listening, I know some of y'all niggas be listening. I ain't calling him goofy for marrying outside of his race, although that's usually a goofy move. That ain't why I'm calling him goofy. I'm calling him goofy for the whole Stop Asian Hate thing, how he gonna allow himself to get played like that after his career in music. Oh, it's a good one. Thank you, Vic. Stay said Jennie was also on record talking about Asian and black relations from a customer and owner perspective. I got to go back and see that. So, doing some goofy shit, like speaking up for another race when you never spoke up for your own race, that's goofy. I'll even take it if somebody who spoke up for another race, if you're the kind of person that speaks up for your own race, you just the kind of person that speaks out a lot, and now you're going to come in and speak up for somebody's race, I respect that. I accept it. If you somebody that's always putting your neck on the line and your wife happens to be another one, okay, whatever. You somebody at least, I'm still going to look at it kind of funny, but I respect it more. But you don't never talk about your own race. You don't ever bring up anything about your people. But then many of your wife's people, your kids are black. Even the kids you gonna have with her, they motherfuckers gonna be black. They're not gonna see Asian and black. They're gonna see blacker. They're gonna see a blacker nigga. Instead of a black nigga, they're gonna see a blacker nigga. That's an Asian and a black person having a child. That's a blacker nigga. You blacker you. That's what they're gonna see. And that's what the Asians are gonna see too. Asians ain't gonna see another Asian brother. That see, us black people, we the humane ones. We'll see somebody that's black and Asian and talk a little shit, like you say, you black out nigga. We'll do some shit like that, crack a few jokes, but you can still come around us. We're not gonna make it hard on you to get a job. We're not gonna excommunicate you from our family. You know what I mean? We're just gonna crack a few jokes like we crack on everybody else. You don't get no exception. Everybody get jokes. You gonna get the Asian and you gonna get the chink and black jokes, like the like your dark cousin Arthel gonna get the extra crispy black jokes. Like your other cousin Sam is gonna get the light skinned wavy hair jokes. Where the fuck jokes you get in Black America? You getting jokes where the hell you are. But we gonna love you. We're gonna accept you. We're not gonna excommunicate you. You're still gonna have a way to earn an income for yourself with us. We're not going to not spend money with you because you're mixed like these other groups do. So we ain't going to do that. But goofy niggas like you'll ignore some shit like this. And then y'all remember that BBD song? I thought it was me. I thought it was me that made that girl that way. I thought it was me. Came to find out she's like that every day. I thought it was me. Thought it was me. Oh yeah. Nigga. That was the shit. I came out last night. The girl was serious. B. I'm not gonna play it. Let me see if I can mute the audio and speed it up a little bit. Let me see if I can mute the audio, cause this shit was nigga. This video was a shit. Them niggas was. Let me mute it. These niggas was getting it on this video. Thought it was me. Oh yeah. Thought it was me that made that girl that way. Nigga, that was the shit, boy. Came to find out she like that every day. So you niggas need to listen to some good old music. You Jeezy. Matter of fact, Jeezy, this is your generation. You born in 77. You older than me, nigga. You was a teenager when that dropped. You didn't hear what BBD said, nigga? Come on, bruh. I picked that message up back in 91, 92. Why couldn't you? It ain't you, nigga. It ain't you. This nigga married the chick that said black meat, dark meat is for the side on national TV. Didn't nobody ask her to say that? She volunteered that, homie. And then you came in, you didn't listen to BBD, you didn't listen to Michael Bivins and Ronnie DeVoe and Ricky Bell, and you thought it was you. Now you gotta wake up. She's smelling like curry and noodles and you used to smelling collard greens and pork chops, and after 2 years you can't take it. You said, whatever, have a music quiz show? Vic Stat, yeah, over on Mixcloud. If y'all want one, look, I'll do more Mixcloud. I'm gonna set up a deal with y'all. I'll do more Mixcloud shows with the music. If you niggas is willing to either do one of two things, join the Patreon, or when I go live on Mixcloud, tip the host. I love Mixcloud, but shit, sometimes, and I love my dedicated people who in there. I don't even want to ask you niggas for nothing. T Dynamite, Quan, y'all regulars that be in Mixcloud. I don't even want to cause y'all the reason why I do it. But tell the truth, Mixcloud be having 10 niggas in there, and everybody be talking about they want to hear me do some music, and then when I go live doing music, it be the same 10 people that show up. And after a while, I'm like, you know what? I got other shit that I could be doing my time. I'm not doing Mixcloud unless niggas appreciate it. I'm tired of hearing all this, Dewan, do some more music stuff, and my dedicated 7 show up. And I appreciate my dedicated 7. But I ain't gonna keep doing no goddamn show and taking 2 hours of my time and 7 niggas show up. Then I get a whole bunch of people be like, when you gonna do a music show? And nigga, when you gonna show up? Shit. Not you, Vic Stat. This ain't about you, Vic. I appreciate the question. That's actually a good idea. That's a good idea to have a music quiz show where I play like the first 2 seconds of a bar and y'all gotta guess it. I promise y'all, I will do it if y'all show up. I'll do a music show sometime next week, and I'm gonna announce it. What y'all gotta do right now, though, if you serious, and this how I'm gonna know you serious. This how I'm gonna know you niggas are serious. Y'all gotta go to Mixcloud right now, /DewanB. I just put it in the goddamn chat. And y'all have to subscribe to Incense and Ashtrays. And if I get a bunch of notifications on my phone saying a bunch of niggas subscribed, then I'll do it. Ain't? But yes, I would do it. Can't play music over here on YouTube. YouTube bad like a little bitch. You get a copyright strike playing music over here. That's why I gotta go to Mixcloud. I would hate to send y'all. I don't like having people jump apps, but Mixcloud's the only place I can play some music. But I will do it. I will do it. If y'all down. Back to what we talking about. Reginald Edwards says, and I agree, she smells like the Slauson swap meet. Yes, she does. A pair of Elise tennis shoes wrapped in plastic. That's how she smells. I remember my first time going to the Slauson swap meet, I went to get some Kroger sacks. When I was a kid, I remember I used to run through them hoes in a week or two because I was always outside playing. I wanted some Kroger sacks like Ice Cube. I was playing too much. Got them from the Fox Hills Mall. And Kendall makes a great point. Once an Asian woman has sex with a black man, she's considered unfuckable with a black child. She's considered nuclear waste. That's true. A lot of races play that game. The Latin race plays that game. The Asian race. The white race. I remember what they did at Sarah Palin. When it came out that Sarah Palin was giving the draws to Glenn Rice. And when they found out Glenn Rice wasn't just pulling up from 3 with the Lakers and the Charlotte Hornets, the same Glenn Rice that set an at that time NBA record for most points in a quarter when he scored 25 points in the third quarter of the 1998 All-Star game. Was it 98 or 97? When Glenn Rice scored them 25 points in the third quarter. When the world found out that Sarah Palin fucked Glenn Rice, Sarah Palin's political aspirations were done. Yes, hit the like and share. So, good afternoon, Bossa Queenie, Noah Randall, Reginald Edwards, Amir Lasser. Appreciate y'all for joining. But yeah, it's a lot going on. There are cultural differences. People got to understand that when you want to marry outside your race, different races have cultural norms. And as subservient as a lot of people perceive the Asian culture to be, a lot of times they're more sexually open than us Westerners are ready for. See, look, it's the reason why they can have these quote unquote massage parlors and half them masseuses be married. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. And what's treasonous to you as a black person could be seen as business to them. Not saying that they're right, that you're right or they're wrong. It's just that when you're dealing with different cultures have different norms and expectations. And all a lot of you niggas see is somebody that don't look like your mama. Most of the time. What's up, Butter Love? I just shouted you out for being always consistent over on Mixcloud. Hey, Butter Love, you get these niggas in check in the chat room. And Kendall being there whenever she can, and Reginald Edwards being there whenever y'all get a chance. But Butter Love, get these niggas in check. They say they want some more music shows. Tell them they got to show up when I go to Mixcloud. They got to show up. I need more than my consistent 7. Ain't. So that's what's going on. You got to understand nurture and nature have a symbiotic relationship. We were just talking about this on the last show. Nurture and nature. That's what Trading Places was about. That's what Randolph and Mortimer Duke was talking about. No, not that one. That's Larry's picture. Here it is. That's what Trading Places, nurture versus nature. Whenever I get into my cards, let's always remember this. We're doing this here for entertainment purposes. The disclosure for the FCC and all you niggas out there. But remember this when it comes to the cards. The cards are only a range of probabilities. How you play your cards out is up to you. And how you play your cards is dependent upon your nurture. Your nurture underlies how your nature plays out. Again, for deeper understanding, go and watch Trading Places again. Go and watch Trading Places. That's what that movie was about. Is it the genes or is it how you're the environment? So environment goes into how people play their cards out. So full disclosure, whenever I'm reading cards, I'm not saying this is a guarantee. I'm not saying this must happen. It's not saying this is set in stone. It's probabilities, it's ranges, and it's likelihoods. All right? So let's get into their cards. What the fuck is Larry's picture doing on here? Fuck Larry. Here we go. That's better. That's more likely. Jeezy, he is, and I should have had this, I should have had this spread already ready, but I don't. Jeezy isn't. Let me go here. Let me do this. I should have had that card spreads up. Come on now. Now my computer want to goddamn move slow. Don't y'all hate when that happen? When y'all be doing something, and then it's right when you need to write something, your ink pen don't work. Right when you need to move something real fast, your shit don't work. Yeah. All right. That's her cards. And Jeezy's birthday is 9/28/1977. Yes, he's a 9 of hearts. Jeezy's a 9 of hearts. And Jennie Mai is a 10 of clubs. I'm sorry, 10 of spades. 10 of spades. So what does that mean? Let's go into it. If I can find Jeezy's card spread, there it is. There's Jeezy's card spread. And here's Jennie's card spread. This is both of their card spreads. This is their life spreads. I'm going to go back and forth between their life spreads and their yearly spreads, all right? But Jeezy to the left, Jennie to the right. Jeezy's 9 of hearts. That means he has that 7 of clubs in Mercury. That means he has a kind of personality that he can speak aggressively. People who have a 7 of clubs in Mercury are people that can speak really like assertively. And that's the card of the lawyer. A 7 of clubs will beat you down verbally. It will beat you down verbally. When I say beat you down verbally, meaning if it's time for, if you're in an argument, they're going to argue until they win. Nine of hearts, because as a 9 of hearts, he's here to emotionally get over himself. But you got to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to emotionally get over yourself, right? We're not born with all the tools we need. Let me tell you that. We're born with the tools we need. They're just not developed. We spend our lives honing our tools, honing our skill sets. Our detriments, at some point of our life, if we keep working on our detriments, are going to become assets. That's how life works. But when you don't work on yourself, these things can also bury you. So Jeezy's somebody, if you live with him, if you're around him a lot, he probably speaks very authoritatively to people. And he's a lot to handle. And it's emotional. He has that Saturn 9 of diamonds. So that means 9 of diamonds people, they're hard on people around them. The 9 of diamonds is hard. It's a hard living, hard lifestyle type card. And so just based on his cards, Queen of Spades and Mars, he's probably very judgmental too. He's probably very judgmental, very harsh with his words. And he has high expectations of those around him. King of Clubs and Pluto. If I was with him doing a reading, I would tell him that these are things that can play to his detriment. But he could also use it on the high side. On the high side, that 7 of Clubs and Mercury, he could use it to, to get things, to basically do the impossible. If Jeezy wanted to be somebody that spoke up and spoke out against injustice, he'd be great at that if he wanted to, if he chose to. But he's probably was raised in an environment not to be as, assertive when it comes to his environment, his group, his surroundings. Because if a 9 of hearts is a person that if they wanted to be militant, if they wanted to be king controversy, and they would do it and be good at it. But we all play our cards. Either we're going to be king controversy with the outside world and take on the world and take it down, or we're going to play those cards against ourselves and against our families. Oftentimes when you see people do things against their families, these are assets that they have that they turn in the wrong direction, face towards the wrong people. So that's his side. Let's go to her side. 10 of Spades. 10 of Spades people are very complicated. Both 10 of Hearts, 10 of Spades are both fairly rare cards. They both have rare cards, and thank God. The Hearts and the Spades are the rarest in the deck. And she has a 10 of Spades as her sun card. She has a 5 of clubs in her Mercury. That means she lies a lot. She's a liar. And again, this is all for entertainment. This is all fair. This is all just, we're doing this for fun, YouTube, okay? None of this is real, YouTube. We're just having fun with the cards, okay? Okay, you two? Motherfuckers. Anyway, yeah, that 5 of clubs is a lying motherfucker. You can say this today, that tomorrow. Then she got that 3 of diamonds in Venus. The 3 of diamonds is a very, 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 very petty card. It's a very petty card. And so she's petty. And in Venus position, that means these are things that, this is like how she is with her day-to-day life. And so he has to deal with petty shit from her. He over here thinking he about to leave it and upgrade over a black woman because black women this, black women that. Only to run into Queen Petty. Thought you was gonna get away, nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, book now. Listen to Kindle. Book now. DwanB.com. Book now. BreakthroughCards.com. Then she has an Ace of Spades and Mars. Hey, see, look, Ace of Spades is, that thing hides. You don't know what's coming with an Ace of Spades. So Jeezy didn't know who he was dealing with. She has a 7 of Hearts in Jupiter. That's the boundary crosser. That's the person that says, see, it's in Jupiter too. That means it's expanded. Oh my God. Oh my God. She was emotionally swinging on this nigga. He didn't know what the fuck he was getting. I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if she called him a nigga with the ER. She probably called his ass a nigger once or twice. That 7 of Hearts don't give a fuck. 7 of Hearts, see, the 7 of Hearts don't give a fuck, but at the same time, it's very sensitive. So it talk big, bold shit, but it can't take it. Jeezy, ooh, Jeezy, my kneesy. It was all bad up in that heezy. Boy. Jeezy, you thought you was getting away with something, didn't you? She was emotionally wrecking on your ass and you didn't know what to do. Oh, shit. This nigga, I see why he filed for divorce. God damn. Ten of Spades is hard, man. The 10 of Spades, see, it's a winning card. Don't get me wrong. The 10 of Spades is a winner's card. Like if I'm doing a business reading for you, and a 10 of Spades come up, it means it's gonna be good, but it's gonna take a lot of work for you to get there. You're gonna have to work your ass off for 10 of Spades. Things don't come fast for the 10 of Spades. They come later, after a lot of hard work. And Jeezy wasn't willing to put that work in. Her cosmic moon is a King of Hearts. So that means the King of Hearts is the cheater's card. That's the card of fucking in it and everything. And with that being in her moon position, that meant emotionally she wasn't, she's hard to, it's probably why she's been divorced before too. Emotionally, she probably just can't be there for anybody. She's kind of there for a few niggas at the same time. Let's see. The rabbit hole gets a little deeper here. Let's go into Jeezy's year, okay? Let's read Jeezy's yearly card, and then I'm going to get into their divorce cards. I mean, their relationship card. I'm still on Jeezy right now. And them as individuals. Then after I'm done reading them as individuals, we're going to read them as a couple. And as you guys know, I do these readings live. I don't pre-read anything. I don't do none of that shit. I do these readings the same way I do y'all if y'all can't call me for a reading. I don't even know why I tell y'all to put y'all birthday in the box on my questionnaire, because I ain't reading none of that shit. I just go right with how I feel when these cards come up. That's how I get down. That's how I get down. All right, here we go. So these are Jeezy's yearly cards. Why do I have two up? Here, let me explain to you guys why I have two up. And to my cardology students, our class number 3 is tomorrow at 10 a.m. to my cardology students. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. If you're listening to the playback, 10 a.m. is class tomorrow. 10 a.m. is class tomorrow. All right. We're going to get into reading. And if you want to enroll in my cardology class, email me info@dewanb.com. I'm teaching my students this. We got about 6 people up in the class right now. I got space for 4 more. So here we go. These are Jeezy's yearly cards. The one on the left is his cards from this birthday that he's under right now. His birthday is in 2 weeks. And the one on the right is his year after his birthday. Okay? I'm going to start with the one on the left. The one on the left. Okay, let me turn the one. Let me take the other one down. It's confusing me. If it's confusing me, it's confusing y'all too. Shit, let me take the other ones down. I only want to have one set of cards up at a time. Okay, here we go. This is Jeezy's current year. Okay. He has a King of Hearts in Uranus, so that means he's feeling split. King of Diamonds. It's crazy. They have her later cards. Her son card. Let me go back to her cards. That's funny how her moon and her transformation are always Uranus and Neptune. Okay. That means he's feeling some kind of way about her. He's displacing. See the 7 of Diamonds? He has a 7 of Diamonds in his environment card this year. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Because like with the 7 of Diamonds, that's a relationship. That's a card that indicates relationship difficulties, family issues. That's family issues when that comes up. That can be interpreted. That's one of the interpretations of a 7 of Diamonds is family problems. So he's displacing a 7 diamonds, money ups and downs, family issues. That's what that card indicates. And Pluto is his 6 of hearts. That's their marriage card. Their combination card is a 6 of hearts. And Pluto is your challenges, your difficulties. So that tells me that their marriage has been an underlying issue for him all year. No matter what it's been looking like to us on the outside, if he came to me for a reading, if I see your marriage card in your Pluto, it's almost a guarantee you're going to have. It's not saying you're going to get divorced. It's saying you're going to have some extreme challenges that you have to get through. Now, if that same 6 of hearts is in your rewards, that means it might be a really good year for your marriage. If your marriage card is in your reward, or if it's in your environment or your peak card, then that means it's probably going to be a good thing. But if it's in your Pluto, if it's in sometimes your moon, that's going to indicate underlying, or if it's in Saturn, that's where the difficulties are. So their marriage card is in Pluto. So that means off top, if he came to me for a reading, like I recommend a lot of you do once a year at your birthday time, that's something I would have told him to look out for. I would have told him to look out for. For that, for difficulties within the marriage, and then a Jack of Spades in his moon. That means somebody in his environment is taking from him, stealing. It may come out. I don't know. It may come out that she was fucking with somebody else and giving that nigga the money. I don't know. That wouldn't surprise me just looking at his cards. And him being the one filing for divorce. 5 of spades. A sudden ending. Yeah. Now let me see what his year's looking like coming up. This is Jeezy's years coming up after his birthday. 7 of hearts. Where's her 7 of hearts? Her Jupiter card. Okay. This is Jeezy's yearly cards. And let me go to Jennie's yearly cards. Let's go to Jennie's year. This is her year and his year. This is her year and his year. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, there's some cheating going on. Ooh. Mark my words. What time stamp is this? 41-minute mark? Hoo. We ain't got no confirmation yet. I don't know. But when this shit comes out in the wash, she cheated on that nigga. I'm not laughing at him, but yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like a little bit of infidelity here. Why do I say that? I say that for a couple reasons. This Pluto 5 of hearts, emotional instability. That's the play. That's the one that attach itself and fix. That 5 of hearts has to meet his carnal desires. Has to. And the transformation, her transformation card is a 7 of diamonds. Again, marriage issues. That's the marriage card. The peak card is a 7 of heart. Boundaries, crossing boundaries. 8 of hearts, moon. 8 of hearts is the playboy card. 8 of card, this is the card of touch healing, massage therapy. Anything revolving touch, tantra, very deep physical love, physical sex is the 8 of hearts. That's the 8 of hearts represents. She got all these hearts cards. Ooh, and her yearly card is an ace of clubs. That means she out for self. Ace of clubs is always out for self. Has to be. His yearly card is a 7 of hearts. Her peak card is a 7 of hearts. And then her marriage card right here is a reward. So that means her that on the high side that could be close. On the downside, that means divorce. Rewards come down to what you put into it. And if she's the one cheating, her reward is divorce. And then here's where it gets interesting right here for me. Well, the whole thing is interesting to me. Ace of hearts and Jupiter, another card that's out for itself. Jack of spades and Mercury, that's card of lying. Oh yeah, didn't Jeezy have a Jack of spades somewhere? Or they both have a Jack of spades in their Mercury position. That could mean they're lying to each other. This looks like a relationship of lies and deception. That's what this looks like to me. That's what this looks like. But this is the reason why it's funny. This is the reason why it's funny. This is their marriage card right here. This nigga Cold Crush says she in a Kama Sutra practices. You niggas are stupid. Black McBain, you a fool. Why am I looking at the chat room? What's up, Lioness Crown? Why am I looking? I'm over here trying to read and I'm looking at you niggas. Yuki say he knows the 10 of spades and they whiny as fuck. But this is their marriage card. This is their combination card. And let me tell you something. A 6 of hearts is a good marriage card. I see why they got married. A 6 of hearts is one of the better relationship cards. So this goes to show you that even if you have a good card, a card that is perceived as a good card for marriage or for something, it doesn't guarantee an outcome. Because usually if I see a 6 of hearts relationship, I'm going to be like, that's a good thing. You know, for the best marriage cards, 4 of hearts, 6 of hearts, 8 of hearts. Those are some damn good marriage cards. 4 of diamonds. Any 4 card. The 4 cards are good marriage cards. The 6 cards are good marriage cards. But thing with sixes are long, slow, developing relationships. See, look, they only got together 5 years ago. They were married. They were together for three years before they got married. Been married for 2. See, sixes are a very up and down relationship. It takes a while for a 6 relationship to balance. And anyone in a 6 relationship, they have to know that relationship is going to go through some ups and downs, some emotional ups and downs, very highs, very lows. And then at some point, that relationship reaches a balancing point. And when it reaches that balancing point is when it's a good relationship. Here's the issue. Most people are not patient enough for 6 relationships to reach that balancing point. The 6 of hearts is also about emotional understanding. Here's why emotional understanding is so important. In a relationship like this, when you look at their individual cards, let me go back to their individual cards. They're probably gonna cheat on each other. They both got 7 of hearts all up in they spread. And Jeezy's a 9 of hearts. 9 of hearts people gonna fuck. If you marry a 9 of hearts person, you better know that you're not the only person that they're gonna be fucking. You gotta know that coming in the door. Now, if you happen to marry a 9 of hearts or a 7 of hearts person and they're faithful to you, then count yourself as blessed. I'm not saying all 9 of hearts people and all 7 of hearts people are cheaters. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it takes a great deal of self-restraint because these are naturally charming people, especially when you're dealing with a 7 of hearts. If you know a 7 of hearts person, most 7 of hearts people are very beautiful. They're attractive people physically. Or they have a trait about them. If they're not physically attractive, there's an attractive trait about them. And that draw 8 of hearts is another thing. Like if you have 8 of hearts, if you have 8 of hearts in your spread, if you're either 8 of hearts person, or if you have 8 of hearts in your Venus position, if you have a 7 of hearts, 8 of hearts in your Venus position, it's a wrap. People are attracted to you. So it comes down to, can you handle your carnal desires? And most people can't. On different levels. So 9 of hearts people, and plus 9 of hearts people got game. 9 of hearts people, they got game. They can use that. They can use their mouth to get whatever they want. She has that 7 of hearts in Jupiter. So when you in this kind of relationship, it's probably not going to be faithful. And if you ain't going to be faithful, you probably want to have an understanding with the other person. The issue be when one person want to do something, but stop the other person. I'm just saying what it takes if you want the relationship to be long term. So when it comes down to it, that's another one, Bo, in the chat room. Bo said Libras and Capricorns don't mix. Libras and Capricorns, that's another part that plays into it. Those 2 signs usually don't mix. But let's go back into the cardology perspective and why they got divorced. They had that 4 of clubs and Mercury. That means their communication is supposed to be balanced and equal. So if one person is domineering in their speech, and based on the cards, that person that's domineering in their speech is probably Jeezy because he has that 7 of clubs and Mercury. he has to be willing to listen. And if he's not, her being a 10 of spades, that's a boss card. That's a royal card too. A 10 is a royal card. It's part of the royal suite. 10 is the princess. She's the 10 of spades. Just like the jack is the prince, the 10 is the princess. You ain't gonna talk to the princess so long a certain way before the princess go off and do some other shit. So they have a 2 of diamonds in Venus. That right there, that's a card that sort of has a glitz and glamour look, but substance behind it can be questionable. Jack of spades and Mars. That means them niggas is lying to each other. Here again, another lying card. Another lying card. Another lying card. So yeah, this relationship, let me go back to that year. Their year. Because this is where it's interesting in their years. This is where it gets interesting. It's cheating Playboy cards in both, man. These niggas was fucking, yo. I see way too many intimacy cards in her spread. Or if she, just say she wasn't sleeping around. I guarantee goddamn to you, Jeezy perceived it that way. Because there's no way you can have an 8 of hearts in your moon and not in a 7 of hearts peak and not be attracting sexual energy. When you have an 8 of hearts for your year, your moon of your year, look, for all my cardology students out there, go back. If you're one of my students out there, or if you read cards yourself, go back on the years that you was getting it in the most in your own personal card spreads. Go back in those yearly spreads. And I guarantee goddamn to you, you got a lot of hearts in those spreads. Those years where getting the draws was easy, I can almost guarantee you got a bunch of hearts in your spread that year. You probably got a 7 of hearts or 8 of hearts in your Venus, in your peak moon, somewhere in there, either in your Venus position, your Jupiter position, your peak or your moon or your environment. You got a 7 or 8 of hearts somewhere up in there on them years that you just be getting the draws like that. What up, B Polly in the chat room? So yeah. So when this shit comes out in the wash, it was infidelity. Probably on both ends, but definitely on her end. According to the cards, allegedly. Just for entertainment. I ain't trying to get hit with no fucking lawsuits. Just entertainment, guys. So that's what we seeing right here. Do y'all want to call in? If y'all want to call in and or you got something going on in your relationship, you got any questions? We talking about some relationships today, y'all. And be ready. I think I might do a Twitter space. I might talk about some music on my Twitter space later on. But if y'all want, I will go back to doing Miss Cloud. But I need y'all to participate. I need y'all to show up. And I want to thank my dedicated Miss Cloud, Star, Quan, NYC. I forgot your real name. You know your real name. I'm pretty sure you're in here, but some of y'all got different names on Mixcloud than y'all do over on in Yahoo. So excuse me. But Butterlove, Reggie Edwards, I appreciate y'all Mixcloud regulars. I was thinking about Mixcloud last night because 2 years ago I was going hard. But last year I slowed down a lot. I got hella busy. And then it's just like, hey, I wasn't getting the return on my time. But yeah, we'll do some stuff like that. We will do some trivia. Name that song, guess that song. I'll do some more interactive stuff with that. We will do some more Mixcloud. Go to Mixcloud at DeJuan Mixcloud.com/DeJuanB. Or go to DeJuanB.com. Or just go to DeJuanB.com and go from there. And all my shit's on DeJuanB.com. Everything that I do. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to DeJuanB.com, and then when you get to the bottom of the page, all the way at the bottom, where I got this lower thing going. Let me take that off. You see at the bottom now? You see right here where it says right there. You see right there in the middle where that little cloud is? That's Mixcloud. Go to DeJuanB.com, click on that, and it'll take you right to Mixcloud, Incense and Ashtrays. I have a lot of good material up there already. So if you're not already on game in Mixcloud of my music shows, go back and listen. Go back and listen. I got a whole lot of good ass stuff up there. Got a whole lot of good music shows. I got a good year of shows of y'all to go back and listen to. Breaking down music. All right. So go over, and yes, that's my drum set. Oh, I love my drum set so much. And then you go to DeJuanB.com. And then you go to Breakthrough Cards. And if you want to book your own reading, Mondays I have my Monday mini readings. Book now. If you want to try it out in private, you don't want to call in, you can do a reading and get this. You have 1 or 2 questions you want to ask, get a Monday mini reading. Mondays only. Although this coming Monday, I got to block out my schedule because after my 11 o'clock reading, I got to go. If y'all can book it, but I'm going to reschedule you for later on this week. But you can still book it. Monday mini readings. Just this coming Monday, I'm going to do them later on in the week. But go ahead and book them anyway. Or just get a 30-minute individual consultation anytime. But what I recommend, if you've never gotten a reading or if you really want to dig in, I recommend the hour reading. Hour reading is where we really get into it. And if it's your first time getting a reading, or if it's within your birthday month, you get 15% off your reading if it's your first reading, or if you get a reading anytime within your birthday month. So you get 15% off our readings. And yeah, in my cardiology masterclass course, class is tomorrow. 3rd class is tomorrow, y'all. So if you're in the masterclass course, salute to my students up in there. I don't know if I sent y'all the Q&A, but I'm going to send y'all the Q&A and the link to tomorrow's class. Yeah, that's where we at with the cardiology and all the good stuff. Oh, and also look, I got a new ass t-shirt out. I got a new ass t-shirt in the shop. Celebrating the music. James Brown. Men's and women's cuts. The Godfather. James Brown. Celebrate the Godfather. DeJuanB.com. Celebrate the Godfather. All right. I might do a sale pretty soon. But yeah, if y'all want your shit read, call in real quick. 323-744-7425. The phone line is now open. 323-744-7425. Where is, there we go. Boom. There we go. 323-744-7425. Yeah, sign up for the Mixcloud. But Jeezy and Jennie Mai, we saw this coming. And this is without the cards. Like We saw this coming shit out the cards. Y'all niggas look like oil and water. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Sonio. I'm from Memphis.
Sonya from Memphis. What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah. Oh man, my relationship all the way fucked up. Like, I got to jump off look, I ain't used to do this, but I started paying for it, and she gave it to me for free last time. And then the junk that I really care about joined like a religious code, and she ain't doing nothing. She talking about she can't get fellatio no more. She ain't doing nothing.
Oh
like,
shit! What's your birthday? What's your birthday?
02/06/1986. February 6, 1986. My bad.
Okay, so come on, damn it. So you are. Let me go back. You said there we go, 86. Okay, so you are a. Come on now.
Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius.
02/06/1986. Come on now. Having all kind of computer issues going on right now. I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. So you are a 6 of spades. Okay, and what's the birthday of what's the birthday of the one that you have questions about?
The John I care about, her birthday was we ain't talking then, but her birthday the 4th of April. She was born in 84.
April 4th?
85. I think it's 85. But yeah.
Okay, but you said April 4th, right?
Yep, April 4th, yep.
Okay, so I see a 4 of spades.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see now. Let me see now. What's you guys' combination card? Let me add that 4 of spades to that.
My baby mom was 4 too. I think she was born on the 8th though, November the 8th. But that's,
Okay.
you know, she just started acting right. I don't know if it's because I got a house now, but she but you know.
You in a whole triangle over here. 4 of spades and 6 of spades. So you and the one you care about, y'all have a 10 of diamonds relationship. So here's the thing with you two. This is what you gotta look out for in the 10 of diamonds relationship. That's a card that I'm sure it gets a lot of attention. That relationship, you get a lot of attention when you with her. She's probably pretty and you get a lot of attention. Yeah, and everybody be like, y'all look good together. Y'all belong together. Y'all get that a lot, don't you?
That's what they say. Because she's shy. I'm a secret introvert, but I pretend not to be when I'm in public. But
yeah, that's
she used to be a slick freak, but she played a role. Like, I think if I was long term, I have to pick her like wifey qualities other than being sneaky. And that's about I choose her all the way. See,
you with her because y'all look good in front of people, that's an 8 of spades Mercury. So that means y'all got a lot of work. Y'all a lot of work to do for y'all relationship to work. That's not an easy. That's not an easy relationship to be. It's a lot of work, but it pays off because you know what I mean. You definitely have a value. You see the value in it, and the value in that card. In a lot of ways, she allows you to be yourself. And
that's what it is.
She knows she allows you to be yourself, and you don't mind her being herself. But this thing that she's in is in the middle between y'all two. So I get why you fuck with her. What's the other one's birthday?
The other one is June. Look, go try baby mama. Hers November the 8th.
November 8th?
Yep.
Okay, so she's a queen of clubs. Oh, she be you don't really fuck with her that hard. Like you be because she talks a lot. She be trying to boss you around. She be trying to tell you too much. Y'all cool, but
yep. You ain't lying. Yep.
Yeah, that's your issue with it. Like if she just learn how to just chill, you be good with her. But she be too like nitpicky. And that nitpickiness is what make you be like, man, I don't know, man, because you ain't trying to deal with that.
Yep, the going just do the same thing, just in a more like aggressive way. It's just she looked up and then she got tricked. That's the only thing.
You said she got tricks.
She got tricks. Like, you give me that head, you gotta pray away. Like, you gotta be like, my God, please don't let me mess up my relationship over this broad. Please. I'll be trying.
See, you and her, you and your baby mama, y'all got a 5 of clubs relationship, which means it's not settled mentally. Like y'all overthink it and y'all don't trust each other.
Look, I sure don't.
Y'all don't trust each other.
Look, she got a whole husband trying to wait on divorce, and then she trying to come back over here because I got a crib. And then I'm like, man, I told her outright, you got to give me a 3. I was like, that's the only way I'm going to take it back. And then she was like, first she was like, no, I ain't going to do it. Then she like, well, I'm going to think about it. And then, you know, but I'm like, dang, it wasn't supposed to be that easy. I'm like wondering, even if I get it, will I feel like I'm trapped or obligated? Knowing the person, I'll be like, well, I might well try to make it work again. You know, so
yeah, so yeah, with you've been a 6 of spades. Let me see here. Y'all okay. I see why. Look, y'all marriage card is her Venus, which means it'll be a good marriage. Like on her end, getting married to you will be a good look. Because you're gonna provide you provide a certain level of stability to her, and you, as much as she talks, she respects you the way she knows you know how to calm her down. As much as she don't be wanting to calm down.
Damn.
She respects that about you. For you, she gave you have a 5 of clubs in your result reward. So your result was a child. She gave you a child. And you love your kid.
Yep, that's why I say I respect it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that was what she came into your life for. She came into your life. You give her a certain level of lifestyle, certain level of guidance that even though she's not with you, y'all can't. Y'all. It's tough for y'all to. Like, y'all have a tough card together. Like, y'all cool. I see how y'all cool, but being together. It's tough.
Man, what? That's why I said. Like, I was like, as soon as I was like, because she talked to somebody that had my same last name, I was like, and then when she got her husband, when they first started talking, she was like, he got a job where you used to work, where you wanted to work. And then come find out he ain't even had no job. She bought that man a car. I had to go half on a pair of shoes. I was like, nah, this one, you know, I was like, it took me a while to get over it. That's when I met the egg junk. And the egg junk was like real passive. Like, dude was gorilla pimping her. But I was just nice and tried to talk to her and make her laugh. And then she started buying me clothes and stuff. I was like, dang, my last baby mama went half on a pair of Jordans. And they was on sale. So I was like, I ain't know what to do. And then that's why I thought this must be love right here.
He said this must be love.
That's why I said, like, give me some and do that. And I was like, but baby mama like, well, I'm going to go down on you. Then when I care about, like, well, I don't believe in it no more. And, you know, she joined this religious cult. It's a white dude that acts black. And
shit.
He said, oh, yeah, like, and then he be saying, come meet him at a secret location. And even though I'm a conspiracy theorist, she like, well, you get the vaccine, you going to hell directly. And, you know, give me money and Kanye evil and all that. And I'll be like, man, dude, racist as hell. And I'm like, you crazy as hell for believing him. I still care about him. But she was like, well,
you still care.
Yeah, she like, well, I ain't pro-black like you. And I follow Christ and Jehovah. And I'm like, look, I follow God, but, you know, it's just crazy. But I do love it, though. I do love it.
Yeah, I can see that. See, I can see that. You guys have a connection in the card. But she gave you the ultimate gift, and that's your child. So understand that. And what I'm seeing in your cards ultimately, bruh, is just... let me show you right here. These are your cards right here. What I'm saying for you, man, is as a 6 of spades, you got that 7 of hearts. You got to as your transformation card. So that means you got to go beyond what's comfortable for you. And I'm talking about in your personal expectations for yourself. You got your goals, what you want, what you see for you, where you see yourself going. You see two visions for yourself, but one of them, with the one you really want, you see that shit is too hard for you to get to. You got to know that the reason why you see that goal is because you can't get there. And if you focus on it, you got it. And you got to work on yourself right here. The Queen of Hearts is about mastering your Mercury. It's about mastering your emotions. You're going to attract the right woman. Between these women, it's going to become very, 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 very extremely clear to you as you work on yourself. And for you have your Jupiter cards, a King of Spades. I mean, Saturn's a three of Hearts. See, one thing about you, a Three of Hearts, that's a very open, loving relationship. You can. I see people in the chat like Brother Love Clown. They're talking about how many. She talking about how many women this nigga got. Let me tell y'all something. When you have a Three of Hearts in Saturn, you have the ability to have a polygamous relationship. Like this brother right here, I have no doubts, could handle 2 or 3 women at once. Am I lying?
I mean, oh shoot, I don't know. Like, now, I'll never tell them this. Now, this is me learning as a man.
I'm
like,
talking about without, if you were
expectations
upfront and honest with it and let them know, you could do it.
Yeah, I'll try. Like, even though that's why I say, I mean, I'm a slick introvert, but I pretend, and that's why I say, like, you know, I get that part of my dad. Now, I shoot over, so even if I hit under, so I be like, okay, I did all right.
Well, when I see a Three of Hearts in the Saturn, that's the ability to connect with a lot of people at the same time, emotionally and get away with it more than other people can.
And the people tell me that all the time.
Yeah, you can do that. But again, it comes down to however you play your cards. But you have that King of Spades and Jupiter. That King of Spades and Jupiter literally means you can do whatever it is you want to do. But that Ten of Spades and Pluto says you got to work at it. All right.
Damn.
And she's your Neptune as a queen. That Queen of Clubs, she's a Neptune. Yeah, so she's come in to teach you. She's in your life that baby mama of yours. She in your life to teach you some lessons, bro. So just learn.
Damn, wow. That mean I'm going on to suffer, ain't it? I already knew it.
That's optional. Suffers. You only suffer when you don't figure when you getting told to do something and you don't do it. You only suffer when you stubborn. If you learn, if you heed the advice and you be like, okay, and if you know she this way or that way, and you keep falling for the same bullshit, then hell yeah, you gonna suffer. Suffer you will. But if you be like, nah, homie, I ain't going down that road again, then you're gonna reap rewards. All right.
Okay, then basically stick to my purpose and then try to better myself.
Yeah, you got to play golf. You got to make this. You got to start playing golf and getting your shit right, because I hear what you saying. Oh, I'm gonna suffer. That's because you're in your head. You're already thinking I'm gonna fuck up. You don't have to fuck up. Let your fuck up be a mistake, not intentional. Okay.
Okay, then.
We'll fuck up, but let that shit be a mistake.
Man, look, what you said, look, fuck up. We get step right over it. I see. Thank you, Dwan.
Yes,
man.
sir.
I needed it.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, stay up.
Yeah. You niggas in the chat room are funny as hell. You niggas is funny as hell. Oh shit, why my chat room gotta be one of the most ignorant on the internet. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Duran Brown? My name is KJ, man. I've been rocking with you for over about a year and a half with your YouTube channel, man. It's my first time calling into your show. Yeah, yes, man. Sir. I ran into you a couple of times at the Hidden History Museum. Went to a couple of your comedy shows, man. I got a chance to meet Tashina and RZA, man. It's real good events, man. Real good energy, though.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that last Comedy Chateau show, that was fun.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know, man. I've listened to Tariq. They said they kind of like mess with him with them events and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Last time I ran into you, man, I was at I think Tariq's birthday. I got a chance to talk to you and Craig Smith, man. Just good people, man. But I'm gonna keep it real short, man. Man, I'm a full-fledged Capricorn, man. I gotta get a card reading from you though, man. December 28th, 1988, man. That's my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you something real quick. You said what? December 28th?
1988, yes, sir.
You're a Three of Hearts. So that's your sun card. You're very rare. It's only like 2 of y'all in the deck. It's like only like one. I think November and December are the only 2 months you're gonna find a 3 of hearts. That means you do have the ability to really be open emotionally. And you're unconventional in a lot of ways. You gotta know that, like, you've been. Let me hear her. Where'd it go? Is this your card? No, that's not your card spread. I'm about to put it up on the camera so you can see what the fuck I'm talking about. Come on, damn it. Hold on. Let me see here. You got to be emotionally open, all right? You've gone through a lot of emotional heartbreak. Probably you went through some shit. There's like is there like a woman in your life that was like very judgmental?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a woman in your life that was very judgmental at a younger age, and it warped your self-perception. And so when you understand when you're feeling bad about yourself, that's based off of warped self-perception, based off what some adults put into you, and it's not you who you are. Got to get rid of that. You got to work through that. You see, you're very sensitive as a 3 of hearts. That's why you're a rare card. You're very sensitive to the world around you, and you take on things that's around you, and if you'll after a while you go in feeling like that's you, when it wasn't you. You're very sensitive to your environment. You're like a sponge to your environment. I'm sure when you're somewhere and you feel people's spirits, don't you? You just
man, a lot.
It feels weird, and it makes you distance yourself from people. Sometimes you kind of back away because when people come around, you just feel it, and you don't know how to control it.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Ever since because ever since I've been rocking with you, with Craig Smith and all that, man, like the type of frequency you on, that's the type of frequency I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I went to a couple of your comedy shows. I rock with Tariq, man. I like the good energy. I like that constructive energy, just like Neely Fuller Jr. say. I listen to a lot of him. But man, I try to eliminate myself from like any toxic people. You know what I'm saying? I'm naturally introverted, but yeah, I could definitely feel the energy, man. Like I said, I'm a full-fledged Capricorn, man. I can spot some shit from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? So yes, sir, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm probably never run into you again, you and Tariq. You know what I'm saying? I understand they mess with my dude with the Hidden History Museum as far as throwing events or something like that. That's what he said on one of his broadcasts, but I definitely run back into you, man. And
follow me on my Instagram. If you're not following me, I got some more shows coming up that I'm going to announce. I'm waiting to announce another show that I'm waiting to announce any day.
For sure. I'm gonna be there, man. Trust me. You'll know me when you see me. Man. You don't want to introduce me to Connie Collins at the Hidden History Museum, and I told you I got a chance to meet her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real good people, man. Real good solid individuals, man.
People, good people, man. Like to everybody, Connie, people got their heart in the right place. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's the only energy I really rock with these days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially like right now, mental health. You feel me? I got some family members that's going through little things, man. I know some people that took their own life. You feel me? So I just try to. Man, I just try to, take in good constructive information, you know what I'm saying, and only listen to, I filter what I listen to you, Tariq, and Professor Black Truth, stuff like that, stuff that's really constructive and that's really good information, man. That kind of keeps my head in a good space.
Keep doing that. That's important for you to make sure you keep yourself in a good space, and make sure you listen to some jazz and listen to some music that's going to keep in some live instrumentation that's going to keep your heart open. If you want to know more about that, follow my Mixcloud. I have a whole bunch of past shows where I really break that down musically. You need that because you need that music therapy. Sure, you need music therapy to really just for you to just to chill out.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate that, man. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right.
Yeah. I'm about to get out of here. My daddy just called. My father. I love my dad. My dad just called, so let me see what my pops want. See what my pops want. And then, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see what my dad want. And then I got some other shit to do later on. I might do a Twitter space later on while this game is on. I'm gonna answer this call. This person did call earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's Vic Stat out of Ohio.
Well, what's your name?
Vic Stat out of Ohio.
Out of Ohio. What part?
Columbus,
Ohio. Down there with the funk. What's going on, brother?
Yes, sir. Man, this I don't know what it is. It's been the last like few years, like people are just getting divorced or whatever. But I think Jeezy's divorce, it didn't really surprise me because it just looked like two puzzle pieces that just did not go together.
Hey.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, it was like people were like, "What? You marrying her? Out of all the black women, out of all the Latin black women that you could have got her?"
Yeah.
And it, and then just hearing all that stuff that she came with, it was just like, all right, brother.
Yeah,
but the point I wanted to get to was like, his daughter, the daughter that he had with her, she's gonna face a lot of racism if she goes and just hangs with Jennie and them Asian crowds because they don't really take too kind of that.
Yeah,
she's gonna be real ostracized.
That's something that like when you date interracially, you have to take into consideration because the children have to live it every day. So here's the thing: I don't tell people who to date, what to do. I'm just saying consider all aspects because usually when people date interracially, they take their children around that other race. The black person usually takes the children either around the other racist people or around white people. They usually take their children from the black people. And they got to know that the children, while the adults are having wine and cheese and toasting, the kids will have their own little environment with their own shit going on. The kids, especially when the kids are between 7 and 13, those kids are little shits in that age group, especially a 12-year-old, 11-year-old. Those some evil little motherfuckers at 11, 12, 13 years old. Some evil little bastards.
Yeah.
So
that's real.
Your kid, when you're not around, gonna have to go to school around them evil ass 13-year-olds because you're probably gonna have them in a white school. You know what I mean?
Yep. You're
probably gonna have them in the white after school program, or whatever. And your kid with their dark skin, because they're gonna come out with your dark skin, nigga, is going to have to deal with all that. And a lot of these niggas don't want to take that into consideration.
Yeah, it's like I think he was probably just thinking about like staying within the celebrity realm and getting the clout, but this ain't the clout that you want, man.
It ain't.
Because it ain't.
You ain't. He's from Columbia, South Carolina. Look, I even look at it a little bit differently. If you grew up in one of those, like, say, New York, LA, especially them Seattle niggas, them niggas that grew up in Seattle, all they do is they interracially. You know, we talk about people who grew up in these environments and you were black, you grew up in Orange County, you grew up in these, if you're a black person that grew up in one of them areas where, okay, as a elementary and middle school, you were around a bunch of different races because it's natural to be attracted to the women who are around when your balls drop. I know I said that in a nigga way, but that's just science. I remember I learned that back in college. People generally are attracted to the opposite sex, the girls who are around, or the boys, if you're a girl, who are around when you reach puberty. So that's why you'll find like a lot of black kids who were raised like in white schools, in middle school, high school, they generally date white. Not because they necessarily a coon, was because when they first started getting a feeling in their nutsack, it was those was the girls that was around. So you get a natural attraction to that. You know what I mean? So I understand them Seattle niggas and these niggas that grow up in these multi-culti ass environments that, okay, be like, all right, whatever, like Kobe. Kobe grew up in Italy. So it made sense that he wanted the Italian looking, that Italians and Latins look exactly the same, you know? It made sense that he was attracted to that kind of girl because when his balls dropped, the nigga was in Italy, not in South Central. But Jeezy was in Niggerville. When I grew when I see people who grew up in Niggerville, where it's niggas on top of niggas on top of niggas on top of more niggas, and you can't drive 30 minutes to find segregation. You around niggas, and you go up and you don't want to date black. That's when it be like, that's when it should look funny.
Yeah, real eyeball shit. But again, thanks to Watt. Shout out to Larry Bin Laden. Appreciate you.
That whole ass.
We all
nigga.
have
That whole ass. I didn't even tell Larry I'm going live. He probably out. I know it's Saturday, so I know he out somewhere. Usually I tell him I'm going live, but today I didn't tell him that. Yeah, fuck that nigga. You right.
Oh man, I hope he is able to reverse engineer something for us all. All right. You have a good one.
All right, man.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it is, folks. That's what it is, folks. That's what it is, folks. It's like you attract your nurture and nature. When people grow up, like I have a homeboy who grew up in South Central LA, but his mom's had him in them white schools all his whole life. So even though he grew up in South Central, he wasn't allowed to play outside. Even his barber shop wasn't in the neighborhood he was in. So he spent his time always around them folks, middle school, high school, elementary school. And even though he lived in South Central, he didn't go out, like he wasn't allowed to go outside and play. Y'all know them kids when we grew up in the hood. It was always that one or two kids on the block that couldn't come outside. You would see them getting out their car, out their mama's car, going in the house. But when it came time to play, they couldn't come outside and play. Person number one, if y'all had that nigga on y'all block that couldn't come outside and play. And this particular dude was he was that dude. So when he started dating, yeah, he was dating white women. That's really what he was around. Even though he grew up in the hood. Got bussed out and never walked outside, never walked out front. Was only allowed to play in his backyard. And that dude ended up marrying a white woman. His ass is getting a divorce from that white woman. Like, I'm not saying just because that's the decision you make is going to work. That nigga's getting a divorce now. But I understood, as militant as I can be, when I saw his environment and how he grew up and how he was raised, when I saw he was marrying a white woman, I was like, don't surprise me. I want to thank y'all for joining. I got to call my dad back, see what he wanted. Jeezy, find yourself, brother. You're a 9 of hearts. Your life path is that of emotional graduation. Hopefully this divorce sends you down on the rabbit hole deeper inside yourself to find out who you really are and how strong you really are, how powerful you really are, my brother. Don't mix the jokes I cracked earlier up with anything towards you. I'm going to talk shit because I'm a black man. We talk shit. But, yo, emotions are tough for you, Jeezy. You're 9 of hearts. But tough means challenge that you need to face down, and you're going to win as long as you focus on it. You're not going to graduate emotionally in non-black women. Finding exotic women to put your love into and put your faith into is not going to help you grow. You got to do that for yourself. And be the man. Be that. You're not going to get that through a woman. You're going to have to get that through yourself. Or you're going to keep getting women who are going to teach you those emotional lessons in a very harsh way. Jennie Mai, 10 of spades. Work it. Keep working it, girl. You're a hard worker. It's a hard working card. But be honest. 6 of hearts relationship between you two. It's tough. It's tough. And look, and it wouldn't even surprise me, y'all, if they ended up scrapping the divorce. I wouldn't surprise me. I'm not saying it is gonna happen, but the 6 of hearts is like that. It's a long-term relationship. If they ended up saying, you know what, we're gonna slow down, that wouldn't surprise me either. But they gonna get divorced, whether now or later. Even if they decide to call off the divorce for now, they're gonna get divorced at some point. There's no mix. Even though they have a dope marriage card, a 9 of hearts, 10 of spades, unless they decide to go all the way open and just be cheating in the open and everybody gets to fuck everybody, then it'll work. But I don't think the rapper like Jeezy want to walk around with his gal's name out in the streets like that. I don't think bro wants to be represented that way. So, my name is Dewan. Remember, there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. I'm out.